Guys, Raymond here with another video of financial statement analysis, and in this video we're going to be checking out the number 6 stock in our German portfolio. So we're going to eventually be doing a financial statement analysis for all 9,242 companies over here. The number of this changes every day, I think, or it's updated quite frequently, so it may be more or less. So let's go into the German stocks. Go into the energy sector. We've done a financial statement analysis for Nel, Senvion, Crop Energies, E.ON, Nordex, Royal Dutch Shell. Now we need to do number 7, which is SMA, Solar Technology. So let's check the chart. We always start with the chart. The market is open right now, so you might see the price fluctuate a bit. So over the course of its lifetime as a listed company, since 2013 or maybe 2012, let me just check. 2012, 2013, the price has increased about 31%. I've invested £1, as you may see in a lot of my videos. I've got a little bit of equity invested in many different stocks just for experimental purposes. I invested £1 in here, and I've got a negative real return of 12%. Sorry, 12%, which is not very good. But first of all, you have to consider how long I've invested that amount for, as well as the different market conditions that may have affected the company. It may be a dividend stock, which may reduce the chances of the market value increasing so rapidly. But anyway, let's move on. The amount of employees they have is 3,199. It's based in Germany, of course. Technology sector. The industry is semiconductors. Market cap is 1.51 billion euros. P ratio is not available right now, but we can check outside of the app. The revenue per year is roughly 915 million euros, which is over half of the market cap, which I think is really good. Earnings per share is negative for the current financial year, is negative 0.22 cents, so 0.22 euros, which is about 22 cents. The base is 1.12, which is close to the market average of 1, which is good. If you guys don't know what the terminology that I'm using in these videos, if you don't understand what they are, please comment in the section below, and I'll make separate videos for them. I don't think it's a good idea to make a video on something that hasn't been requested. So if you want me to make a separate video to define the terms I'm using, just let me know in the comment section below which particular terms, or which particular terms you're unfamiliar with and which I should make videos for, and I'll definitely do that as soon as I can. Financial summary. For the 6 months ended 30th of June 2020, SMA Solar Technology AG revenues increased 42% to 514.2 million euros. Net income totaled 22.7 million euros versus a loss of 14.2 million euros. Revenues reflect an increase in demand for the company's products and services due to favorable market conditions. Net income reflects other net financial income expense decrease 25% to 129,000 euros expense. Basic earnings per share, excluding extraordinary items, increased from negative 0.41 euros to positive 0.08 million euros. Sorry, 0.08 euros. So let's go to the income statement. The income statement starts off with revenue. The net revenue is, as we mentioned before, 19.15 million for the current not for the current financial year, for 2019. So as you can see, the company doesn't have financial statements or publicly available financial statements for the financial years of 2020 and 2021, which is not good. Which means usually companies that are going into the process of bankruptcy or haven't done very well in the previous years stop releasing financial statements, or at least they don't have them on the trading platforms. So that's a big red flag right there. The net income for that financial year 2019 is minus 8.363 million euros. Profit margin is negative 0.94. Any negative profit margin is not good at all. Negative real cash flows is not always a bad thing, but negative profit margins is never a good thing, I don't think. The balance sheet, let's talk about the balance sheet. Total assets 1.11 billion euros, and the total liability is 690 million, which is over 50%, 62.35%, which is not great, but it's not the worst either. If it's close to 50%, then it's decent, considering that it has a decent profit margin of about 10% or more. And it doesn't, this company doesn't have any of those. It doesn't meet any of those criteria. So let's go into the cash flow statement. First, I'm going to skip ahead and check the net change in cash. I just want to be a bit of a cheater. So the net change in cash for this company is negative 91.09 million for the financial year 2020. So it has a cash flow statement for 2020, but it doesn't have a balance sheet statement for. Oh, it does have a balance sheet statement. Okay, so it does have a balance sheet statement for 2020. All right, cool. Let's check the income statement and see if it has one for 2020. All right, it does. That's very weird. Okay, cool. Or maybe that's not for the I don't think that's for the financial year 2020. I think it's for the financial year of 2019, 2020. Because when you're considering financial years, the way it's written is the first year, the first year, and then it's a slash, and then the second year, but it's not actually covering 2 years. It's covering the middle of 1 year and ending in the middle of another, in the middle of the next year. So it's covering a year, 12 months, but it's covering 6 months of the first year and the last 6 months of the first year and the first 6 months of the second year. So let's go to the cash flow statement. The cash flow statement suggests that the net change in cash is negative for this year, positive for the 2019 year. So that's going to be the 2018-2019 year. Yes. So the positive net change in cash is 72 million, and 2018 is negative as well. So in aggregate, the company has lost about, so if you add 61 million to 95 million, it's about 156 million. And if you add on 71 million, which is the net change in cash for the year 2019, financial year 2019, you get about 80 million, 90 million negative loss. But I mean, we have to do more research and figure out where that money's gone. But overall, that is the financial statement for SMA Solar Technology. I hope you guys enjoyed it.